y'all, welcome back. I love pizza with ranch. It's fantastic. Before I get started, please make sure to subscribe, like, follow EMIAJLUV Eluv She Said page. Okay? Pizza. Sorry. So the last time I was talking to you guys, now this is on a different topic, which was about, the art of the entrepreneur, right? And how we gotta take some steps, things like that. Well, in this video, I also want to talk about the art of hard work. Okay? The art of hard work. I have been in a situation where since I had came back from overseas, I've been looking for a better job. A lot of times we end up in jobs that we're really not satisfied with, and that's not because it ain't paying well or, shoot, we didn't go to school for it, or, what I'm saying? It's not like we didn't set ourselves up and then we said, oh, we didn't like the job. It's because we end up at jobs because we're unqualified. And then it's hard to get a job that's going to get you qualified. And then, not everybody can go to school or doesn't want to go to school. And so then it's like, okay, well, dang, what can I do? And it's kind of like sometimes it feels like we're just being beat up. But let me tell you some steps that I actually took. So one of the first steps that I took was I stopped wanting. Funny enough. I stopped wanting because I had got to a point where I had been doing all of these things and I just got to one of my lowest points where I just didn't want to. I remember talking on the phone with somebody dear to me, and she was like, well, are you applying? I'm like, no, and I don't want to. I don't want to apply myself. I'm tired of applying myself. It's irritating to apply myself when I feel like I keep getting let down. So no, I'm not applying. And she laughed and she was like, okay, well, you might have to fix that. And you gonna know who. But she's like, you might have to fix that. And I'm just like, all right. Eventually, I got tired of not having. And we all get to that point where we're not where we want to be. We're not doing what we want to do. Not except half the time, not even by a long shot. We're not even on the track, But that goes, back to another video that I did. So if you guys check that out, it's about, the art of the entrepreneur and how sometimes you have to take those steps to even get to your starting point, right? And so then it became another situation where I was irritated from not growing. I was irritated from not building anything. I mean, people look at me and they be like, oh my gosh, look at you doing your thing. And I'm like, I be moving, But at the end of the day, I don't got nothing to show for nothing. Nothing to show for nothing. The track that I was on or have been on for some years now, I would have had to keep on that track. And then I would have had to do whatever other that track would take me in order to possibly do something. Or just be that person who never accomplished nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, not having, stopped wanting, get tired of not growing and having actual foundation. Yeah, that gets to you. Okay? And when that's getting to you and you're feeling that low, then it's if you're ready, and you have to be ready, and you have to have a made-up mind. So in this next step is the step that I took where I said, okay, what else do I want to do? You see, a lot of times we have these dreams, these aspirations, right? And we think like, oh, that's just it. That's all I want to do. But the thing is that you're so much more capable of more than you can ever imagine. You see what I'm saying? You've been equipped with things in nature that are that are built inside of you, that are beyond just music, that are beyond just music, rapping, singing, dancing, acting. There are other things that are a part of you that make you who you are as well, and they can well as heck benefit your life, but also be satisfying in your life. You see what I'm saying? So for me, as a lot of people know, I'm a fashionista. Okay, and I be doing all kind of stuff trying to learn how to get my business off the ground. But something in these recent months, right before I actually left New York, had been catching my attention. And I was like, I kept watching the Bloomberg Network. And I thought to myself, I wish I could learn how to, what this crap means. I'm always watching it. But I've been doing that for years. I always want to learn what numbers mean. I'm not the best at math. clearly, because I ain't got no business. Hashtag joke, shade on myself. Yes, I can do that. But, it's in real talk. I'm not the best with all these things, but it's always been a craving to me. But I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. As my mother would say, I'm always saying no to stuff. No, I don't want to do that. No. And so it was a situation where instead of always saying no, I had to figure out what I wanted to say yes to for my growth in my career, or what I want to use to be my stepping stone to the next phase in my life, right? And that I actually wanted to build a foundation, and I had to figure out what that was. I had to take steps in applying myself, right? Now, if you're like me, you get fussed at a lot. And when you get fussed at a lot, you don't be trying to hear all that. And a lot of times as young adults, people, we ain't trying to hear all that. Especially when we're applying ourselves and we feel like everybody just coming against us and you ain't doing nothing. And I believe it when I see it. And it's like, I ain't gotta prove nothing to you. And you don't. But you got something to prove to yourself. And at the end of the day, when you accomplish or you prove to yourself that you can do something, whatever it may be, then everybody else gonna just follow in line. They'll just be like, oh, okay, well, she ain't playing or he ain't playing no games, right? And so I had to apply myself. And I have been applying for a particular type of position for months. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about, I want to be a secretary, but I see that Domino's is hiring. No, see, we have to get ourselves out of that mindset like, oh, just let me take what I can get because I need some money and stuff. Okay? And if you do need some money, okay, well, yeah, take the Domino's job, but then keep on applying yourself where you need to, so just put that out there. But I applied to particular positions that were in the same category that I felt like would give me the proper benefits and going forth in whatever ventures I'm going for. It's like you can't go down from here, you can only try to go up. And I ain't been trying to accept nothing less, right? So I had to be particular. And I had to apply myself on a daily basis. Some people sit at the computer for 8 hours and they say, looking for a job is a full-time job. For me, I was part-time. But I sat there, I did it. I had about 4 to 5 applications a day, to a point where, and I would only do certain sites as well, to where I knew that these were efficient in what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for no outsourcing company to keep on doing, keep on getting my resume out to people. No, I need you to start bringing me in some results. I sit up there, I look up stuff from here, go to the company website. Those are just some tips that I have done. And I'm particular about it, so that way I can get the best possible outcome to benefit me in the long run, right? Every day. Can take off weekends. Like I said, I was part-time. That's my part-time job. Okay. But the next thing I had to do was I have to keep the faith. Okay. There are days where, you just pissed off. You're not where you want to be. You're applying yourself. And you've also been kind of let down because maybe that position that you were so hoping for, just that company or just that position didn't come through. And it's disappointing when you put a lot of work and you get told, that little crapola email that be like, thank you, we've accepted your application, but we've chosen to go with somebody. It's just like, okay, just delete before I can even read the rest, right? And it does, it gets frustrating. But the thing is, if you just keep the faith, and I'm from, and I keep in prayer. I'm a praying woman. I sit there, I pray, because as far as I believe, praise precedes the victory on all accounts and stuff. So I keep in prayer, and even though I'm having them down days, I have to just take that time and just woosah and just meditate and get that peace back and understand that what I'm going for is obtainable, it's worth it, it's beneficial, it's ground worthy, it's news breaking, it's fantastic, it's awesome, it's did I already say spectacular? I don't know. But the thing is this, I kept the faith even when I didn't feel like it, and I kept applying myself even when I didn't feel like it, okay? And also, PS2, another tip, early bird catches the worm, true statement, real talk. later of doing all kinds of stuff that didn't make no sense. Finally finding certain things that did make sense and recognizing them, listening as well, because that goes a long way too. If you can't accept or hear nobody's advice or some criticism and how you should properly grow, even if it ticks you off, okay, learn how to shut up and just, because a crackhead can tell you not to do crack, and you be like, well, you doing crack, but at the end of the day, regardless on if the crackhead doing crack or not, they just told your stupid self not to do no crack. You say their teeth are broken, don't do crack. Period. Take the wisdom and go forth. If you take it and you listen, you ain't gotta go through it, or you don't subject yourself to having to go through it, and you can just kind of move past it and then go on to the next phase. And that's the beautiful part. And at this point, as far as I'm concerned, I have finally found a position that I am excited about. I'm blessed. It can't be taken away from me. Can't nobody try to stun it. Hashtag BLESSED is all on me. And I love it. Okay? And I believe that you guys can have that too. This ain't me sitting up there talking with y'all. And I may just post the video about when I had one of my down days, just so y'all can see how crappy I was feeling. Because I want you guys to know it is real. It is not easy. It is difficult. It is hard. And you guys can do it. Just period, point blank. Okay, period, point blank. And when you accomplish those goals, and when you start to get a clear vision, and you sometimes get yourself out of that just that phase, that thing is like, like I said, when you're focused on just like being an artist or this or that, but it's like, well, you also have this, you also have accounting, strategy. I mean, just think about it. You sell weed, but shoot, that's marketing, that's sales. You know what I'm saying? And it's beyond JCPenney's if you know how to scale it. They need you. You know what I'm saying? You sit there, you know how to buy guns. You're clearly, what is that person? You're clearly like a little thrifty person, or like the little handy person. You kind of swindle around places. People like that in corporate offices. You know what I'm saying? But you got to figure out where you want to apply yourself to, and then you got to work towards that and not get caught up in the bull. Because that's definitely the biggest thing that I've done in my life is I have cut out the BS. And I focus. Whatever BS I got is between me and my relationship. That's it. That's all. Everything else is a second factor. Third and fourth factor, if any of that. And I keep God first for me. Okay? So I will go ahead and post that video about when I was having my down days. Because I'm in a position in my life where I'm loving it. And praise precedes the victory by a long shot. So be blessed, and I hope that you guys took something wonderful from this video. Be sure to subscribe again, like the video if you liked it. If you're my friend, you like it. And follow me on my Instagram, EMIAJLUV. Have a good day, y'all. Hey, y'all. Today I woke up a little bit on the wrong side of the bed. Just feeling a little beat up. Sometimes things happen in life and we wake up and like, you feel like you're trying to do all these things at once. You try to do all these things right, and it just seems like you are getting beat up for it. It seems like there's other things that start to take an effect and stress unnecessarily. And it's like you think to yourself, why did I allow this in? Why did I allow this to creep up? Why did I just ignored this, I got bigger things to focus on, and, or things like that. Or sometimes it's just like, you're tired of just some of the same old bull crap, and you're just feeling a little exhausted today, a little ticked off, a little annoyed, a little hurt. Well, I'm going to encourage y'all because I need encouragement.